Good morning, fellow rose addicts. So, I have a little tip for you. One that was passed on to me from a fellow Rose Society member. Thank you, Barbara LaPrade. And that is how to make alfalfa tea. And you want to start off with purchasing one of these beauties. I buy them from Amazon.com. These are intimate apparel laundry bags. You want to make sure that you buy the one with the zipper. It doesn't need to be this big. This is just the clean one that I have. One that I've been using is this one. It's not pretty, but it definitely works. All right, so you have your apparel bag. Then you have your alfalfa. I buy the pellets. Keep it tightly locked up so moisture doesn't get in there. And I like to use alfalfa pellets that I buy from the feed store. They're unsalted, so you don't have to worry about the excess salt. And when you use it, it works wonderfully. Of course, the problem with alfalfa tea is all of this will turn into sludge on you once it's done its job. So I use the intimate bag and zip it. I'll give it maybe 3 cups, maybe 4 cups, depending on the quantity of the bin that I'm going to use to dunk it in. Some Rose Society members do this in a trash can. I like to use these bins. So I'll fill this one up and just dump the intimate bag full of alfalfa. And the next thing you know, let's see if I can just pause. The next thing you know, you have alfalfa tea. Not pretty, definitely smells horrendous, but it is magic. I will throw some water-soluble fertilizer in there, some fish emulsion in there, mix it up really well, and then I give each rose about a bucket full. All right, so I give it about a gallon or two for each rose, and next thing you know, you've got beauties that look like this. So, yeah. That's my trick on how to make alfalfa tea. Once you're done, you go ahead and take that intimate apparel bag and dump the wasted alfalfa pellets into a garbage can, and you toss it and you throw it away, or you mix it into your soil. Just be careful, that stuff will cake and will create a barrier, a moisture barrier on your soil that will breed fungus, bacteria that might not be so good for at least the immediate area of your roses. All right, that's your tip for the day from Rose Nut. Thanks for watching, fellow rose addicts. Have a great day.